Friends, this is Rupesh. Today we are going to discuss about conditional statements in C language. Conditional statements in C allows the program to make decisions based on conditions. They help control the flow of execution depending on whether the condition is true or false. There are majorly 5 types of conditional statements: if statement, if else statement, nested if statement, else if ladder, and switch statements. If statement. The syntax of the if statement is: if the condition is written in the parenthesis and a block of executable statements is written in a curly braces. Example: if A is greater than B, curly braces, printf A is greater than B. In this case, the user is asked for two input values which are namely A and B. If the value of A is greater than B, then the output screen displays A is greater than B. But if the value of B is greater than A, then the output screen does not display anything. It shows a blank screen. This is the major drawback in if statement. If else statement. The syntax of the if else statement is: if the condition is written in the parenthesis and the block of executable statements when the condition is true is written in the within the parenthesis of if, and else within the parenthesis if the condition is false, the block of executable statements are written in the else part. This is the syntax which is shown on the screen. Example: if num modulus of 2 equal to 0, printf it is an even, else printf it is odd. In this case, the user is asked for an input integer value. If the number is divided by 2 and the left remainder is 0, then the output screen displays the number is even. If the remainder is not equal to 0, then the output screen displays odd. In this if else statement, both the true value both true and the false in any condition the output is shown. This is an advantage when compared to if statement. Nested if statement. Nested if statement are used when one if statement is inside another. The following example can be seen below. If A is greater than B, curly braces open. If B is greater than B, print both are positive and the curly braces close. This is a nested if statement. The next one is else if ladder. The else if ladder is used when multiple conditions are to be checked sequentially. The syntax of the else if ladder is syntax: if condition 1 statement 1, else if condition 2 statement 2, else if condition 3 statement 3, and after so on. At the last we write else statement. If all the statements are false, at last we go to the else statement. The next one is switch statement, used when one variable is compared with multiple constant values. The syntax of switch statement is: switch expression case 1 some executable statements break. In the case 2, executable statements break, and after so on. It continues for n statements, and at the last we write default and some statements under the default. Advantages of conditional statements. The advantages of conditional statements is: make a program decision oriented, increase flexibility and control, helps to avoid redundant code. That means repetition of the code, enables complex logic operations. Due to this, we can perform complex operations very easily. Conclusion. We come to the conclusion that conditional statements are essential in programming for decision making. They allow C programmers to react differently based on different inputs on different situations.